All right, what up, Who That Nation? This is No Cap, No Filter Saints. I'm your host, Marley G, back at y'all. Another one. I got Marley here today. He rocking with me. We're
So,
gonna
what
get
up?
into
What up?
this. Yeah, man, we're gonna get into this 49ers and Saints week 2 preview. But before that, we got some stuff to talk about. Dealing with the Saints. Some news been dropping throughout the week since the week 1 matchup. But before we get into that news, we're gonna have to get into the week 1 matchup. The Saints, we 0-1, just like you predicted, Marlon. We lost the game at home. At least we lost with some swag, because I ain't gonna lie, that new end zone painting and
You
the
you know what
jerseys, I was fucking with it. Hmm. Would you say it?
my phone had broke up.
You good? Let me know when you're good.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, all right. So yeah, man. At least we lost with some swag, because I was feeling the end zone change, and I was feeling the jerseys. Like, it's not gold like I would like, but at the end of the day, we made that bitch look good. Like Alante Taylor, AK, man, we lost in some swag. I ain't gonna lie. We was some losing, we was some swag losing people Sunday. But man, what your thoughts on the game was overall? Like, what you seen out there that you liked, what you seen out there that you just didn't like? Like, give me the good and the bad and
um,
the ugly.
I'm gonna start with the ugly. I thought ugly was Kellen Moore kind of game management at the end of that first half. Like, look, I'm not big on these quarterbacks that we got, but you could have saved some time. You could have those guys possibly could have scored with a minute left, and you could have had two timeouts and a minute left. That's how you find out about a young quarterback in a 2 minute situation like that. So I wasn't fond of that at all. This team not good enough to be giving away a possession like that, which is what they basically did. And then the press conference after, like on Monday or yesterday, it just made it worse. Like that's a red flag for me. But obviously, that's a something that you learn from. You hope Kellen learned from as a young head coach. But we are not good enough to be doing. We can let's just face it. We one of the worst teams in the league. When you got the opportunity to potentially get points, you just got to go try to get points.
Yeah, man. I said it myself. The whole, yeah, we just wanted to save our timeouts as if we was just recouping them same timeouts in the second half was just idiotic to me. Like I was just hoping that quote don't be the new keep doing what you're doing. Like,
Uh,
and it's one thing to do something that was, a bad idea, but it's another thing to follow up with a bad a bad comment or a bad quote. It's
yeah, it was a
almost like,
bad quote after it.
yeah, it's almost like when you're in a relationship with somebody and they do something and they know was messed up, but they follow up to why they did it, make you even more mad than the action itself. So I just really hope that he can learn from this. I don't want this to be Dennis Allen 2.0, all over again. Speaking of Dennis Allen, I had PTSD watching that Bears game with the
Uh,
JJ McCarthy. I went to sleep on that game. I woke up, they up 27-17. I'm like, what the hell? But
yeah.
I was like, well, that's the Dennis Allen I know. But yeah, man.
I give you my last two as far as the that was the ugly. I give you the good real quick. I thought, like I said, I made my segment is getting some traction with Onk of the Week, all that, Cam
Yeah.
Jordan. Gotta get that man his due. That was Onk of the Week right there. Demario Davis, another one, Onk of the Week. So I get those guys they do. I say the bad. Um Too many missed tackles. Um, Look, I think Justin Reed, like after signing Justin Reed, he came into the league. He came on the team and was immediately one of their best players on the team. I didn't think he had a good game. Um, Cesar Ruiz, awful player, awful player. They got to get rid of him next year, or after this season. I thought Tally Fuaga had a bad game. I didn't like it. Um, the overall offensive game plan for the type of receivers that we have, like, and I think some of this is on certain players is part of me, like last year. So like I said last year, I thought the Saints was turning Chris Olave into Jarvis Landry. this game plan right here continues to turn him into Jarvis Landry, and that doesn't make the team good. Um, you can't run the offense that they ran. You can't run an offense that like nobody in Arizona had to play defense. Like every when you know that they're not gonna run anything deep or anything to keep the defense honest, you can play a certain way. And you just like I'm not like I said again, I'm not an advocate for any of these quarterbacks. I don't think our future quarterback is on the roster. But you can't play a football game calling offense like that. Like Shaheed runs probably a low 4.3, maybe even can get in the 4.2s. Olave is a 4.3. It's no way that that dude's supposed to be 7 yards a catch and Shaheed's supposed to be or seven and a half yards a catch and Shaheed's supposed to be 5.5 yards a catch. You can't run offense like that. And like it doesn't keep the defense honest. Like I can lose games, but I don't want to lose games watching it that way.
Mhm.
And I just hope that they like, even if they don't figure out their quarterback this year, I want it to at least look better than whatever that was. So that's what I count as the bad or yeah, that's the bad. And then I gave you the good with the unks, and then I gave you the ugly with just Kellen's decision making with the timeouts. Like you never want to leave the game like that with
Mhm.
timeouts in hand.
Yeah, man. I wish Brandon Cooks could have been Uncle of the Week too. Shit, his ass ain't do
Man.
nothing. And it's funny you talk about Uncle of the Week. Shoot, by the time Shuck gonna start, if he start having some good games, he gonna be Uncle of the Week. He a rookie. What the hell?
Yeah.
But shit, I said the same thing when it come to Chris Olave. Like the routes we use on him, we be putting him on them hitman missions like he Michael
Yeah,
Thomas or something.
it's I'm gonna starting to like, I felt like this way last year. This is nothing to do with him as a player, but like I was just thinking like if it was me personally, with his injury history, it's not nothing with the team. With his injury history and them not having a quarterback who like if the Saints had drafted Cam Ward, who Cam Ward was universally deemed as a clear cut top pick this year or top quarterback this year. And like Cam Ward gonna be the Tennessee Titans quarterback until he fell. Like so Cam Ward I'm gonna say you get these new first round picks, get a 3 year runway. Like if we had Cam Ward, I'm like, okay, that's fine. But in his instance where you trying to get money and you in a situation with quarterbacks, like we got the 32nd ranked quarterback situation just for him personally, it's probably best if he was off this team, especially if you're gonna use him, if you're gonna turn him into Jarvis Landry, and because he not used any the way that he was used the first 2 years, that shit is completely gone. Like they don't use it's nothing downfield. They completely eliminated him as a vertical threat in the offense. And like if you're gonna use him like this in this QB situation, it's probably best long term if he can just like get a trade to get out of here. Because it's just not gonna work overall.
Do you think this game would have been any different if Shuck would have
If they
started?
I think they would have lost. I think they still would have lost. I guess when you ask that question, it's just like most people that want Chuck to play, me kind of included. I guess you just saying you have it made up in your mind that like you view. I view Spencer Rattler as like a version of a Taylor Heineke. I just view him like a backup. I think Shuck is ultimately a backup too. I guess given the draft pick, I would just be more inclined to want to see him play because I think if it of the two, I think that he'll probably have the most potential to end up being a starting quarterback. But I don't think you'll get anywhere with either of the two guys. But like I said, if we gonna do that though with the quarterbacks, I would just hope by like week 6 that just give it to Shuck and just see,
Mm.
in my
A lot of
opinion.
people feel like Chuck, he the one who really go bomb that bitch out there. So, maybe by that skill set, maybe the play calling will be different. I don't know. But Rattler, I mean, he in his second year. I think we still got to give him time because he did do pretty well in the second half. Granted, he threw the ball 46 times or something like that. But we just got to give him time. The Bears game I was talking about. I fell asleep on that game. I woke up. they was winning, and it just seemed like the light came on for JJ McCarthy. And I remember before I went to sleep, a lot of people were just talking about, oh, he's not ready. Call Kirk Cousins. It was just like,
Mhm.
man, this man just starting
Yeah.
a
The
half
man
in the
ain't played football in 20 months.
yeah. I
A
mean,
real
we
football
we
game.
really so far from the old days where rookies just sit back like a year or two, even if they're a first round pick, and just wait behind a veteran and then come in and get a little grace. Like I'm what his name is, the Houston Texans quarterback. Like he really messed up a lot of
CJ
fans.
Stroud.
Yeah, he really messed up a
Oh
lot of
no,
fans with
Jaden
that year.
Daniels made it worse.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels, CJ, even back
Justin
then,
Herbert.
and Andrew Luck,
Justin Herbert.
like
Yeah,
like
they didn't
a
make
lot.
the playoffs, but
Yeah, like
you
a
remember the year we played Justin Herbert on Monday Night Football?
yeah.
Man, I thought that was the third best. I thought that was the second best quarterback we played all year, and we played Tom Brady, and we played MVP Aaron Rodgers. I thought he was the best far as that we had individually seen that year, other than Aaron Rodgers in the game we played them. But yeah, these rookies they mess it up for some guys.
Mhm. Yeah, man, and even what his name, Tom Brady was just like, man, we in an era where a lot of these guys not having to read defense like that.
Yeah,
It's just different. But yeah, man, I really thought he was going to use AK a little bit more, but he didn't.
yeah.
Maybe that had
They
something to do with the ebbs and flows of the game, all
Kel-
the penalties.
Kellen Kellen is very, 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 very pass happy. That stuff that y'all seen in Philadelphia, that's not him. That's I'm going with the flow of the team. Like I have a Hall of Fame right tackle. I have a Pro Bowl center. I have uh a Pro Bowl left guard. I have a All Pro left tackle. I got the best running back in football that's a physical freak. I got a top three wide receiver with another guy on the outside. Like everybody can block in their 11. Like I got the best running game in the league, and I got a quarterback that's a top five runner in the league. Like that's not the way that they played in Philadelphia. That's not really him. Kellen Moore is a I'm trying to throw this bitch. Like that's I'm truthfully just being honest. He's more of a I'm trying to throw the ball type of guy. So I look more towards his Dallas tenure and his
Chargers,
Chargers tenure
yeah.
than the Philly tenure. The Philly tenure is just right place, right time, and he ain't don't fuck it up because this team is too good to fuck it up. So just like like that basically.
Yeah. Now, granted, both teams was kind of injured the game, but I remember the game last year when we played them, the Eagles, when Kelly Moore was calling plays. It just seemed like Pete Carmichael and well, not Pete Carmichael, was
Clint Kubiak.
that was Clint Kubiak. It seemed like Clint Kubiak and Kelly Moore were just playing hot potato,
Yeah.
giving away the game
You
with that
you
play
wanna know
calling.
what's funny? You wanna know what's funny? Seattle fans already complaining about Kubiak after one game and they loved him in the preseason. I'm not saying he gonna be a bad OC or anything. I'm just saying that wasn't a coordinator that I had like I know a lot of the stuff dealt with injuries. I've seen a lot of holes in his game.
They quarterback is
Sam Darnold.
hmm, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I ain't really I ain't hate Clint Kubiak as much as I hated Dennis Allen and Derek Carr, but
Uh,
it
oh,
is what
I
it
ain't hate him.
is.
I ain't hate him. I just ain't think that it wasn't the guy that I'm trying to
Yeah.
continue with. That's how I felt.
Shit, he better use Monroe like how he used Taysom Hill. That's what he better do. That's what he better do. But speaking of, guys like Taysom Hill and Monroe who can run the ball, we need to be using Miller more too, bro. Like,
Yeah, they Miller was probably their best. I think he the best runner on the team. I think it's clear as far as like the running backs. You
mm,
should probably you got to use him more. I think hopefully as the season go on, they'll get more in depth. But like however long Olave is on the team, I'm trying to use him more as a vertical threat. I think we don't have the talent to just use him as intermediate and use like Shaheed as his gadget vertical threat. Like you got to use them both that way. We got to keep the defense honest. I think the way that the Saints been using these personnel the last 2 years, even going back to last year, they like the defense ain't really like they don't really keep the defense honest with their usage in the personnel, and I think that's one thing that they got to do. Um, Obviously, I wish Kendrick had it all together, like mentally, as far as the football thing, because I think some of the reason he doesn't play as much as he could, as much as he should, is like I don't think he's good in like pass pro and like the pass game or the passing element. I think he's just one of those guys that you just hand him the football and you tell him go run or go find some yards. I wish that he was more developed, like with the mental side, because that's what most of the pass game is with a running back.
Uh, the tight end position. A lot of us was real down on the tight end position, but Jawan Johnson, he had himself a pretty good game. I really think Jawan Johnson played a good game. I think Cam played a good game. Kelvin Banks played a good game, but of course he dropped that pass at the end that could have potentially tied up the game. Granted, Blake Groupie would have had to make the field goal, but a lot of people are saying he dropped the pass. Some people are saying Buda Baker made a good play. What's your thoughts on his day, and what's your thoughts on that particular drop?
I thought before that drop, I actually thought he had a good game. I thought it was probably one of his better games. Probably, I'm not even like no bullshit. It might be his best game ever. I'm just saying because I never seen him do anything in the game
He had a good
like
game against Tampa that 1 year.
that. The season was over. I don't count that. Like if the
Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
I like I said, I was looking for like has Jawan had ever if you have a game where you go into the season, everybody record even, so you can lie to yourself, oh man, we're gonna be good. He's never done anything before, so that's why I said I would have gave
Mhm.
him like a I I, I would have gave him a solid grade for a good game. I thought he had a good game. I think that's a tough play to make. Buda Baker, a great player, but like you a tight end on this team, your skill with his skill set on this team, they count on you to make that play because like we don't have the guys like Olave, he's 6'1", 190. Like they not making a play like that in traffic. Like I can name you several guys like a Justin Jefferson. He may make that play, but like in an instance like that, they're going to TJ Hawkinson first. In a play in traffic, that's where the tight end is the most useful in the red zone. So like him that's what he's counting on the dude right there to make that play. And I mean, you got to make that play. The guys at the position, they make that play.
Mhm.
Like Brock Bowers is making that play. George Kittle is making that play. Not those the best of the best, but like I mean, he a top 12 paid tight end in the league. Like that's what he counting on the dude.
Mhm. Yeah, man. I think he played a good game. That drop, I mean, it was hard to bring in at where Buddha knocked it out. It was hard to bring in. It ain't like he had it in his, in his chest and he just got it, tucked. He like had it in his hands coming down with it on a certain angle, and Buddha just hit that thing right at the right spot. And that's an elite safety, bro. That's the type of plays you get when you get an elite safety. Like when you got an elite safety, they could really affect the game. And that's why, Buda Baker is probably one of the best safeties in the league right now because he make plays like that for that team. And then Jawan Johnson, for that position, you got to make that play. But at the same time, I'm not putting the Jawan Johnson in a certain caliber of these higher, Trey McBrides of the world or Trey Quan McBrides, if you want to call it. But yeah, man, if anything, I'm looking at the good pass. I'm looking at how good of a pass it was from Spencer in that moment. Like that's the big boy pass you got to make in that position. So now that I've seen that he can deliver in that situation, they just got to come down with the ball. I'm happy about that. So going into week 2 versus the 49ers, I'm thinking Spence gonna bounce back and have himself a pretty decent day probably. A lot of people think he had a decent day Sunday. Some people are kind of down on it, but I'm seeing mixed reviews. But given the injuries that the 49ers got, I'm looking at him to have a good day. I got us locked in for the win. I said we're gonna have 5 wins. It might not come exactly how I said it was gonna come, but god damn it, I still got us with 5 wins, and I think we're gonna beat the 49ers. But before we get into that game, safety Blackman, he's injured. He's gonna be out for the rest of the year. That same injury that he had, Tyrann Mathieu got on Twitter and said, "Oh, I played through that same injury."
He
That
did.
sparked the whole. Yeah, he did. He came on Twitter and said that, and it turned to like to a whole little thing on Twitter. But he's gonna be out for the season. Right now, it's gonna be basically sinker season. A lot of people are high on the kid. Me, I'm high on him. But if push come to shove, I wouldn't mind seeing Alante Black there playing safety. I don't care what he say. What's your thoughts on the
I
safety
mean,
position now that we got this injury?
the injury sucked for Blackman. Because I'm not saying it's his career, but like that's a second labrum tear. He played on it all last year. Now you got to get the surgery, so that sucked for him. Um, I mean, I hope he heals, but like just all that aside, like I was when Tyron retired, I was interested in wanting to see Sanker play anyway. That's what we
Mhm.
drafted him for. I care about dudes that can potentially be on the team on the next Saints team that's good. I don't really care about any old vet at this point, even the ones who fan favorites. Like, cool, they on the team, but they not gonna be on the next team that's good. So like, I'm happy to see, or I'm excited to see Sanker play. Not in this situation. I didn't want it to happen because of an injury, but I'm excited to see him play. I hope he can play through all his mistakes and just learn and grow. I wish we play more younger players. I hated the coming into the game and you sitting Christian Boyd behind Jonah Williams, Christian Boyd and the third round pick Vernon Broughton behind Jonah Williams and Nathan Shepard and Jonathan Bullard. That's bad team building. That's the same development that got you in a messed up spot like they in now. When you not building up, you're not developing any of the young players you have. I hate one thing with the Saints that I truly hate. I hate that we like our young players, we talk about certain young players when they in like year 3, even year 4, like they rookies. I'm like, man, these dudes supposed to be like legitimate depth at this point. I know sometimes it be bad luck, but it's no like we talk about Kendrick Miller like he a rookie. Like, oh man, he's doing everything we need him to do. Man, he in year 3. Fuck, he only got one more year left on his contract. Not counting this year. We speak about Trevor Penning playing guard this year like we excited about a second or like a first or second year player. Like he in year 4. He a free agent after this season and he's hurt. But like I hate that. And I just
Mhm.
wish they stopped doing that. And because in the situation we in, you have to just worry about prioritizing developing as many young players as possible.
All right. Speaking of a player like that, Pete Werner. Pete Werner, a lot of people are saying that he was flying around. He had all of the tackles, he had the sack. Me, when I seen him, it looked like he was flying around too. He was coming in like a heat-seeking
Talking about
missile on
his
some plays.
PFF grade.
Yeah, but the PFF grade says otherwise. Just like last year, the stats. Brazil, he had the stats to back him up with the sacks, but he was a liability with the run game. What you thought about the PFF grade, and what you thought about what you've seen from Pete Werner?
I mean, I thought he was decent. I didn't think it was nothing spectacular.
Mm,
Um, I'm guessing it might be. I guess I have a PFF account, so I can like check in to all what they see, but I'm gonna assume it's like stuff dealing with the run. I mean,
yeah.
we did let up some big runs this game.
Well, I think it was just that one big run. Like some runs was like first downs, but I think it was that one big run that we let up, and I think that was a lot of
Sometimes in
people said that
PFF
we got
they
him.
like let you like I'm trying to think.
Like they
James
looking at
Conner scored on
runs.
like a shuffle play, so they'll look at something like that, and
Okay.
they'll be like, "Oh, he left his responsibility."
Yeah, it'd be
So
that, and probably a lot of the catches. He probably got them tackles because he getting the ball
yeah,
thrown to him
I'm
sometimes.
looking at it. I'm looking at it. Was cut. He didn't grade good at all, but like I'm guessing a lot of the stuff appears to be the run.
Hmm. Okay. Yep. See, it'd be
And
stuff like that. Well,
he had 2 missed tackles.
yeah, see, it'd be stuff like that when you miss a tackle that go for a first down to keep the drive alive, especially on third down. It'd be missing a tackle for like when a quarterback scramble, it go for a first down. It'd be like you not taking care of your edge or your gap responsibility, setting the edge up. It just be certain stuff like that. Like people just you know, the stats don't say the whole story sometimes. You know, you got to really look at that film, and that's why I recommend a lot of people go watch the Boot Tragedies. He break down that film good on his YouTube channel. Nick do a pretty good film breakdown. Reverend Deuce, he do pretty good film breakdown. Like, you know, if you just a film nerd like that who really want to get to the bottom of stuff, I recommend, you know, all them people channel right there. But other than that, shit, I know DeMario, he looked good out there. Kelvin Banks, I think we got a solid find. Now, a lot of people feel like Fuaga, he's injured. Like he's really playing through an injury. And that's my only thing I don't like about him, because he was playing through injury last year. And I don't want nobody that just always got something going on.
He didn't have no injuries last year.
Now
Oh,
he was playing.
He had the back.
Yeah.
But like this is the back, you can labor through that. I guess this is his knee, but he looked like he looked like shit yesterday. Like I thought he was one of the 3 worst players on the field. So obviously Ruiz was one, but he was definitely up there as well.
Yeah, I hope we find another kicker too, because I don't like Ruby though. I just never trusted his ass. Like I just never trusted that dude, bro. I know he had a solid year last year, but
team captain Blake Groupie.
Yeah, team captain Blake Groupie. He was solid last year, but last year
We got way too many captains.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I mean, I think we pretty much covered everything we need to cover. Anything else you got to say about that game, or any other news that you want to talk on?
No, I don't have no news to talk about. I don't want to get into certain things. I don't want to get mad, think about certain stuff. So we can move on.
All right, let's get into this 49ers Saints week 2. This is gonna be a home game for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's gonna be a lot of Niners fans at that game too, because they travel.
Yeah. So who all is not gonna be playing for the Niners? Because I know they got some people out.
Probably Kittle. I'm not gonna rule out
for sure not
Purdy
playing.
yet.
He for sure not playing.
Yeah, Kittle. I'm not gonna rule out Purdy. And I know the dude Jawan Jennings got hurt, but
he be killing us.
He ain't never do nothing against us.
I think Jennings did. Like he one of them dudes who just be getting a first down or something like that. Like
I don't know, man. I don't really care about San Francisco receivers other than Pearsall and Ayuk.
Well, I'm saying I remember him playing. I'm saying I remember him playing on another team, I think, and he did some damage against us.
But anyway, I think you might be thinking of a different player.
Probably so. But so they ain't got Ayuk, right?
Yeah, Ayuk's out. So,
and a dude that got shot, he out too, right?
Oh nah, he playing. He had a good game last week. He had 100 yards. I got him in fantasy.
Oh, okay. And who out on their defense?
Nobody.
Shit. Damn it.
Yeah, and their defense is way better than what it was last year off of the coordinator alone.
Who they played last week?
They played the 49ers. I mean, they played the Seahawks. And they shut down that run game. Yeah, they beat them. They shut down that run game. The Seahawks really couldn't do anything. The only player that can do something was JSN, but they couldn't do anything.
So no Kittle, no Christian McCaffrey.
No, Christian McCaffrey's playing. Christian McCaffrey's playing. He's healthy.
Well, never mind. Never mind. We lose. See, I'm going into this thinking, okay, no Ayuk.
McCaffrey playing. Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be no Ayuk, no Christian McCaffrey, no Kittle, and possibly no Purdy. And I thought somebody from their defense wasn't playing. That's what I thought. That's why I kept saying, yeah, we're gonna win this game. I got us in for a lot. I'm about to go change my tune real quick. God damn. Now I ain't gonna lie, them dudes be having some injury bad luck too, boy. I remember the Ravens used to have injury bad luck. Like the Saints ain't the only team that be getting some injury luck injury bad luck.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, if Chase play, he'll have the revenge. He'll have the revenge factor for him to play. You know. Um. So how you see that game playing out? Like, you think it's gonna be a close one? You think it's gonna be a blowout? What you got?
Nah, it's not gonna be a blowout. I think they'll win by like a touchdown. The 49ers.
So
I
like a
think the
2013 or 27
like
20.
a
What?
24-17 game.
Mm,
I think the Saints improved this week and scored 2 touchdowns
mm.
and kick one
Shit,
field goal.
bro. Damn, bro. So they defense just
It's
damn.
not the it's coach good, and I think that like with the tape Fuaga put out last week, I think Nick Bosa can wreck this game. Now the one good I'll give this week is I thought Spencer Rattler I think a lot of times when dudes get sacked, I don't think it's always just the offensive line. I think a lot of that got to do with the quarterback. And the one thing like I give him is he didn't take sacks this week, and that's good. So
Mm,
I'll give him that. He only took one, but I do think it's going to be some games. I think in the next 2 weeks, especially if like Fuaga is nicked up and then not playing or playing like he did the other day, like yeah, he can get it can get bad. Maybe that Seattle game might get a little worse too, because Seattle got these like African pass rushers, or they got this African pass rusher, and then this other young dude, and they all got juice, but Seattle also got dudes in the interior. And like if it was me, man, if I'm my game plan against the Saints beyond the quarterback, bro, I want who 51. We got him isolated, man. That
and what's
dude, he that bad, bro. Like,
and what's the other
god damn.
and what's the left guard name? Runts.
Raiders wasn't bad. The center to the left tackle wasn't bad. The problem on this game was the right guard and the right tackle, but the right guard is so bad. Like
I heard
he
people
has
say the
no
left guard
redeeming
was bad
qualities.
too.
He wasn't good, but he wasn't bad. Like
Mm,
his play was adequate. If that's what I got out of a backup right there, I'm fine. But I'm talking about like out of dudes who starters, man, that's you can get a nigga off the street to do what Cesar Ruiz do for free.
Okay, so what's your road to success for week two? Like, if you say if this could happen, and this could happen, the Saints got a shot to win.
If Trent Williams looked like he 100 years old, like he did last week, that
Mm.
might can do something. But
Well,
I
I'm saying
think
like
Seattle got
I'm talking about like as far as the game plan, like as far as the game plan wise, like if we could execute this, execute that, and execute this, we got a shot. Like, give me like 3 bullet points.
uh I think I don't know if I got 3 bullet points. Well, I do. You gotta pray to go before the game start, whatever religion you are, read the Bible or Quran, all that, and pray that Cesar Ruiz can play actual football for a day. And but like other than that, bro, they just gonna have to like run an NFL offense. Like if I'll pick the Saints to lose virtually every game if I know that they coming into the game running an offense like that, that condensed. I don't want to hear about too high shells. Yeah, they got shell coverages and all that. You cannot play football like that with the way they were playing football the other day was like a lesser version of what they were doing with with a washed Drew Brees, and you don't have the accuracy. Like Drew Brees is probably the most accurate QB ever. Like you have literally no shot going into any week running the offense that they ran the other day. Like it's just gonna have to get opened up. If he turned the ball over, he just turned the ball over. You're not gonna find out anything playing football like that.
Mhm.
That's big. That's pretty much my like main point.
What's your
I
thoughts on
rather
the?
you got it. You got it.
Go ahead. You rather what?
I said I rather like find out that Spencer Rattler just can't play, but we ran a full game plan and we found out information like that than play football where we just like
Giving the other
everything's a
team the
check down, bro.
advantage.
Like
Yeah.
everything's a check down. You got these two fast receivers, and everything's a check down. And
Mm.
also, they gonna have to. It's been 3 weeks since that trade. Vele got to play more. Got to be the number three receiver. Brandon Cooks is like a role player at this point. He can't be on the field. I seen a play on the all 22 where like Like I think they had Shaheed on one side, they had Olave in the slot on the other side. Jawan was on the same side as Shaheed, AK in the backfield. Like so, Olave kind of win his he runs like this like 5 yard out. He wins it. He's open. But like Brandon Cook's just there in the same vicinity. And it's like the route concept was terrible. But like there's no knock to Brandon Cooks. He's just old. Like even when he caught the ball the other day, he was juking. I'm like just get down, bro. Just get out of bounds.
Yeah, man. And then that one hit on Olave, some people was kind of blaming that on Shaheed, and some people was blaming it on Spencer.
Um,
Why did he
I'm
even
I'm
throw it?
I'm
But
not gonna I give Spencer too much shit to blame him on that. He doing what he was supposed to do. They
yeah,
don't the problem was, first of all, the play call is terrible. The execution is even worse because you got like two players that's either not running the play or they running the play completely wrong. Like, and it was a great play by the DB, like Will Johnson, by the way, who the Saints should have took. I, as high as I wasn't gonna say, I switched from 9 when I found out his injury, but I still said they should have took him at 40. I don't give a damn about that knee. You gonna get 5 years. You gonna get him for 5 years. You gonna get a good player. But that was a great play by him. A lot of it was fine. I guess it's everybody. You just hold your breath with his injury, with the concussion history. But it was just I just had to. He probably just got the wind knocked out of him. It wasn't nothing serious, but with him, it could be. You just think in the back of your head it could be serious with his history. But I don't know what Jawan or Shaheed was doing on that play.
yeah, man. A lot of flags, a lot of missed assignments. Like these are the growing pains that we're gonna have to go through, bro. For everybody who wanted to rebuild, like you're gonna have to trust the process like a 76ers fan. um, yeah, man. I think when it comes to the 49ers game, that defense they got is gonna present some problems. Now the good thing about it, we're gonna be at home. It's not gonna be in Candlestick or whatever new stadium that they got out there. I think they got a new stadium, but I think the main thing we got to go ahead on, and the defense gotta get home, bro. Like, if we could just get Purdy off his foot and probably try to go sack him. Like if Chase play, I don't know if Chase gonna play or not, but if he don't play, we got to get that same Cam. We got to get that same Cam. Like if Cam go against Trent Williams, veteran on veteran, Cam got to look like the younger guy. He got to be Uncle of the Week again. Granderson, he can't let him escape the pocket. Like we gotta really, try to get home against Brock Purdy because if he got time, he gonna eat you up every single time. I don't care if they ain't got Ayuk. I don't care if they ain't got Debo no more. Like he just a smart player like that, and especially if we got Senka, man, they probably gonna go at Senka and they probably gonna go Kool-Aid all the time. They gonna just go at Senka, Kool-Aid, and probably whatever linebacker they think gonna be a liability in the passing game. So we got to shut all that down. But before we do all that, we gotta stop the run. That got to be the main goal. And we did pretty good against the run with the 49ers, except that one long run and except letting Kyler Murray kept escaping. Now, it's a tall task to stop Kyler Murray because he just do that with everybody. Like that motherfucker, he like everybody say he like a toddler who just grabbed something and ran. Like it's hard to contain that dude, bro. But yeah, man, that's gonna be the first thing I think we need to do. We gotta shut down that run with Christian McCaffrey. Now, I'm expecting a big day from Christian McCaffrey. Me personally, like I know Connor, he's a good running back, but when it comes to Christian, that's the creme de la creme to me. Um, we're gonna have to see, bro. I would sure like to see if Alvin Kamara could get some more touches. I do want to
Yeah,
see Alvin.
he's gonna have to
Get,
get used a little bit more. Just so
yeah,
I don't think his usage is gonna be high this year, Brand. I think he's older. I don't think that they're gonna use him. He can't take workload like that anyway. So I don't think they're gonna use him like 25 touches, but I think it has to be you ideally want it to be around like I say like 14 carries and then like about 6 catches. I think
I
if
want
you can get
about
it around that point.
18 carries. I want about 18, damn near 20. Now the only reason I say
Nah, I don't want 20 from him.
I
He
don't know,
don't got
he's
no
still
juice, man.
yeah, but okay. When you say juice, what you mean by
He can't
juice?
break shit. He can't break any long run. Like it has
He
at this
never
point with
had that
Elvin.
though.
At this point, it has to be blocked perfectly, or it's not going anywhere. He can't create any yards on his
Yeah, but
own.
he kind of set up his blocks, and he one of them dudes that got good balance. Like he never had the
But I'm
breakaway
saying like
speed.
I know that, but like it's just I don't know, man. I don't want to disrespect the man career. I just think that like no, I still think he a good player. I just think that I don't know how many teams will
I don't care what
you need something else
nobody's. I don't care what
additionally.
nobody say. That year Christian McCaffrey had with the 49ers, you take Alvin Kamara and you put him on that team, he'll have that same
If
production.
you put him on that team, they wouldn't have went to the Super Bowl. They would have lost the first game in the playoffs.
No.
If you swap him,
And yeah, man, you put him on that team, he'll have the same production.
he wouldn't. He can't do that. He can't take punishment like that. He can't. He doesn't have years where he can take a workload like that. I know Christian McCaffrey get hurt a lot, but in the 4 years he since 20, if we just being brutally honest, since not counting their rookie years, 2018 on, the better player has been Christian McCaffrey. It's easy. Like Christian McCaffrey got like 3 seasons where at the end you can say, "Oh, that's running back one in the league." He at least two, but two to 3 seasons where you can say, "Oh, that's running back one in the league." He's just been better for the last since they second year on
What he do
when
better
he's
than
played.
what he do better than AK?
He runs the ball better, can take more workload, can go in between the tackles more. He's better in the they about what in the pass game. I say McCaffrey is better at pass blocking, so I give him that slight edge. Elvin's ever since he like broke his ribs, he don't block shit in the run game no more. That's why they pull him out on third downs a lot,
I
or he don't
think
block anything in the
I
pass
think
protection anymore.
I think the only thing he do better than him, he got fast. He just faster. He got better breakaway speed, but I think Alvin got better balance.
I give him that, but
Like Alvin, he don't break a tackle by power. He break a tackle by balance. Like he
yeah,
just
I
get
give
off.
him balance.
A dude just get off of me. He be like, damn man, he made it look
I
like
give him
it's
balance,
easy,
but even if you
like
taking him
butter.
at his top potential versus what you call his top potential, at the end of the day, McCaffrey's still gonna be better. Like
Mm, I don't know, man. I you
it's like doing something
they'll get
like
the
a like
production from him either way. Like if they don't get
I
it
give
in
you a
running, they'll
perfect
get it in the passing game. It's just like
I
if
give
you
you a
put Alvin on the Ravens, he ain't gonna run as much as Derrick Henry, but
oh
he'll
if
catch
you put
balls out the
Elvin
backfield and still get
if
the
you
same production.
if you put Elvin on the Ravens, the Bills would have won by like 10 points last week if you just swapped them two. That's how big of a difference it is.
I don't know. I
Mm,
gotta see. I
Man, he
gotta.
had 200 yards rushing, man. Even with the fumble, he had 200 yards rushing, and he was doing that shit on his own.
Hmm.
He's just outrunning DBs, man, like long runs. Yeah. Like I'll give a perfect example. Like, okay, I'm a big Lattimore fan, favorite player ever. At their best though, like if I'm taking Lattimore at his best, at his top, versus like Jalen Ramsey at his top, the answer gonna be Jalen Ramsey. It's no knock to the player. The other dude just better.
I don't know, dog. I don't know. I don't like his speed. I never like his
Who?
speed. Jalen Ramsey.
Oh no, he Jalen Ramsey. He a physical freak. He almost like Lattimore. They both physical freaks.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm a play caller, I'm running deep on him every time. Just like how Olave went past him. I think you could get his ass like that every time. Lattimore, I wouldn't really worry about him like that. Like if we play somebody fast, I wouldn't worry about Lattimore getting burnt. I was worried about Lattimore with them shifty motherfuckers. That's what I get worried about Lattimore with them little small shifty crafty motherfuckers. That's what I be getting worried about him.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Watching him now, those the guys he defend better. He struggled with the bigger receivers now than he used to. Ever since he broke his hand and his ribs and all that, or the spleen, like just watching him, the bigger receivers is the ones he struggled with. If you physically bigger than him or physically more powerful than him, Like that's who he struggled against. He struggled against AJ Brown now, which in earlier I
Can't hear you, Marlon.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me.
See. You hear me?
Yeah,
Damn, what the hell?
you can hear
Hello?
me. Yeah, Mm.
You hear me?
yeah, yeah. I can hear you.
Damn, I can't hear you. My fault, bro.
Let me see.
Hold on.
All right, he gonna come right back, y'all. Just give it a second. He gonna pop back in. Having a little mic issues right here. But I don't know what y'all think. Y'all think Alvin Kamara or y'all think Christian McCaffrey? You can hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime they do that, the best it's best to just,
Leave and come back.
leave and then come back
Got you.
immediately. So what you were saying?
I was saying like how we was talking about that. I said like the funny thing now is Lattimore, he can't check he
So
he,
yeah.
he do better against the shiftier receivers than he do against the bigger receivers. Like the bigger receivers, like I ain't gonna lie, watching that playoff game, AJ Brown did whatever he wanted. Mike Evans in that playoff game did whatever he wanted. I thought he gave Lattimore his worst half ever. But you know, I guess it's just all based on preference.
Hmm.
I just give those guys like in comparison using that,
Yeah, it
I
is.
just give those guys the edge.
I look at it like Jamal Chase and Michael Thomas.
Oh,
Of course, a lot of people gonna want the high flyer,
I'm
but
not gonna.
Michael
I'm,
Thomas, he gonna get you, he
it,
gonna get you what you need.
we get into this debate. I got a I got about three receivers at least right now that I would take over the best version of Michael Thomas. I don't care about an offensive player of the year. That's just my preference still on receiver.
With three receivers.
I would take AJ Brown with ease. I would take Jettas with ease. I would take Jamar Chase with ease over him.
I can see them other two. I wouldn't take AJ Brown.
AJ Brown is like that. AJ Brown, the amount of receivers he better than, the only reason we don't talk about him more is because of the offense in Philly. And I think eventually they got that Super Bowl, but he had a post the day after the 2 days after they won the Super Bowl about how he didn't have joy from winning the Super Bowl. His joy was dominating another cornerback. That's what he got his joy out of. Not
Mm.
the Super Bowl. It's beating another man and looking over him and telling him that you can't fuck with me. That's what he got his joy. So if he played in like a high passing attack where he was getting 8 targets, he'll be talked about even more than what he is.
Mm. And ironic enough, that was the same shit that got Brandon Cooks kicked out, and Michael Thomas came through that door and never looked back. But
Mhm.
yeah, man, I think it's all preference. It's just like who would you want, Jerry Rice or Randy Moss? Like it's all preference, bro. Like at the end of the day, you gonna get the production.
Yeah.
You who you want, Tim Duncan, or you want let me see, what's a flashy power forward?
Like Kevin Garnett or something.
Yeah, who you want, Tim Duncan, or you want Kevin Garnett? Shit,
That's an
Tim
easy
Duncan.
one, man. That's Tim
Yeah.
Duncan, best player ever at that position.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I'm just saying the Spurs in general is just a boring team, but at the same time, they got the production, they got the rings, versus a team that is just fun when they going out there winning, like the Heat. But at the end of the day, they still got the rings too. Um, but anyway, that was a little fun little debate. But shit, I'm gonna go ahead on and get ready to wrap it up, man. What's your last thoughts on what you got before the 49ers game? Like anything that you think we should be looking out for? Any hot take or anything?
Um, uh, I kind of said a little hot take earlier, but I guess I just want to kind of see the injury report tomorrow, see you all on it. Um, and that's pretty much it. I don't really have no like true hot take as of right now.
All right, man. Shoot. So you think it's gonna be like 24-17 49ers? Yeah, man. After what you done told me, I'm gonna go ahead on and think the 49ers gonna win too. Like, I gotta give respect to that team. That's a good program they got over there. Good foundation when it comes to offensive line, defensive line, good foundation when it comes to quarterback play, good foundation when it comes to running back. And they got a good head coach over there. So I'm gonna go ahead on and give them the
The
win.
f-
But I
the funny
thought
thing is, I don't think that team like healthy they could be that, but like I don't rate that team or rank them like I think they on the downslope. I view them as a team that can, make a wild card, but I don't view the 49ers how I did like 2 years ago.
yeah, I
Like
think they need more weapons. They need more weapons.
Yeah,
Like I think
like I
Kittle getting old. I think McCaffrey, like it's just been so much injuries. He's having to
yeah,
overcome so much workload that he's
they don't
having.
got that much
No more
longer.
Debo Sanders. No more Debo Sanders. Like, but they still got some good foundation. They good
Yeah,
at us right now. I can tell you that.
yeah, I guess a lot of the times, like when I pick them, I'm picking them because they better than us. If we was like, if I had a higher opinion on us, or if we was better, like I can see us, winning this game because I don't think they some great team. Like I don't like a team. Like I view teams like the good teams in the NFC. I view the Eagles one, obviously. I got the Packers two, but like I got the Bucks as one of the best teams in the NFC. Like if you told me the Bucks won a Super Bowl this year, am I surprised? No, because like I can see it. So, but I don't view the 49ers like that. I just view them as just better than the Saints.
The Falcons gave them balls a run for their money, boy. Maybe
Man,
maybe we sleeping on the Falcons.
they they
I heard the Falcons should have won.
they missed a field goal to go to overtime, but like I also like I think Drake London had like a lot of drops and he was dropping the ball in the end zone too. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, man, they might have them one with Michael Penix.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
yeah,
That's what I'm
they might have
saying.
them a quarterback, but I don't what I'm saying is that Bucks team is good. Like I don't really think the Bucks got a lot of holes, and they did that without their best player
Hey, we
on the
putting belt to
team.
ass with the Panthers. Can't nobody convince me we worse than the Panthers. We putting belt to ass and we played them twice.
I think it's just two shit teams versus each other. Me, my personal opinion.
So I had a
But
splitting with my prediction, but that might get us that 5 right there since we lost this game that I had us winning. Since we lost this, I had us winning. Instead of splitting with the Panthers, our 5 gonna be we beating their ass twice.
we ain't
That nigga
sweeping. We ain't
Bryce Young
sweeping nobody.
trash to me, though.
He
I don't
trash,
think
but we not
nobody's.
sweeping nobody.
I think
I
we're gonna
don't
beat
I
them
don't
twice.
I don't think we can beat any team in the division twice.
We're gonna see. But so I'm gonna go ahead and let you get up out of here, man. If anybody want to follow you on Twitter, go ahead on and let them know where they can find you at.
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Twitter at It's Rainy though. Just giving a lot of Saints takes. And we got Unk of the week, every Saturday or every Sunday and Monday. So that's gonna be a new trend. But
Shout
you
out to
can you
DeAndre
all
Hopkins.
oh yeah, DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, we got guys who we also shouting out guys that like don't got it either, like Jair
Shout
Alexander.
out to Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, right. Brandon Cooks, Jair Alexander, it might be over. Darius Slay, it might be over, but just follow me for content like that. It's Saints takes.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on the show, Marley.
All right, man. You take care.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, man. And that's how we gonna end the show, man. Shoot. Saints versus 49ers, week 2. Before I thought that they had a lot of significant injuries, but now I'm seeing that they got all the people that they need to beat the Saints. I'm gonna go ahead on and keep the 49ers with the W as originally they had, because I changed my opinion. But I'm gonna go ahead on and keep them with the W. We're gonna have to see though, bro. We definitely gonna have to look at the injury report, see if Chase gonna be back. I doubt he'd be back, but if so, then sure. That'll be a good pickup that we're gonna have because we're gonna need it. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Until next time, y'all. Who that?